Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to see the remaining other part of the lesson democratic rights. Okay ma'am. So in the previous lab chapter we have seen many things related to the rights and also how it can be kept up, right? So here we are going to learn the main thing, that is rights in the Indian Constitution. Okay. So what are the rights we are having in our Indian Constitution as a citizen of our country? Okay ma'am. So first thing is right to the constitutional remedies. Okay ma'am. Right to the constitutional remedies. So what is meant by right to the constitutional remedies ma'am? So you all know well that right to constitutional remedies empowers the citizen to move to a court in law in case of any denial of fundamental rights. So if fundamental rights of a person is denied, he can file a case in court. That is the main important right given to the citizen in our democratic country. That is what mainly in this right to constitutional remedies what we are learning on. Every citizen is having fundamental rights, and if that fundamental rights is denied by the government or whatever it is, by a person or something else, means he can file a case on the particular thing and he can get his judgment. Okay ma'am? And also he can get what justice he needs. So that is the first thing. And the next one is right to equality. And in front of the law, each and every person of the constitution is equal. Okay ma'am? No one is considered as the greater one and no one is considered as the lesser one. Okay? And whoever it is, whether if it is a politician, he is also same in front of the law, and whether it is a poor man and an illiterate man means also, they are also same in the front of law. Okay ma'am? So this is what is called as rule of law. Rule of law. And this rule of law is equal to everyone. Okay ma'am? Rule of law is equal to everyone, and also one main thing is the government shall not discriminate any citizen. First one is government should not criticize anyone on the basis of color, caste, creed, religion, etc. Okay ma'am? Religion, etc. This is the first thing. And the second thing is what? Every citizen has the access to public places. Second one is access to public places. Everyone can move to all public places like shopping malls or whatever it is, and no one can be said that you are not a high caste or you are not a rich person, you should not enter into this. No one can say like that. Okay ma'am? And the next thing is there shall be no restriction regarding the usage of public things, that is use of wells, tanks, bathing lots, roads, playgrounds, and the places like public resorts which are maintained by the government and also dedicated to the use of general public. Okay ma'am? Third one is no restriction. Okay, what is the last important thing in the right to equality ma'am? The last thing is all citizens have equality of opportunity in the matters relating to equality of opportunity in employment. Okay, ma'am. So whoever it is, if he belongs to rich or poor, higher caste or lower caste, white or black, whatever it is, they are having the opportunity to get employed in the government or private, and also no one can be neglected. That is the thing we are saying, ma'am. Okay. And the next point, what we are mainly seeing is right to freedom. Okay, right to freedom. And here mainly we come to know that in this right to freedom, what we are mainly learning, ma'am? Freedom of speech and expression, right? Freedom of speech and expression. This is the foremost thing. Okay, ma'am? And what is the next thing, ma'am? Next thing is nothing but assemble in a peaceful manner, and also anyone can form associations. Okay, can form associations and also unions. Okay, form associations and unions, move freely, and also freedom to what? Ask questions in case if the particular person's fundamental right is forbidden or it is what? Denied by any person. Okay, ma'am? So that is the thing we are learning in the right to freedom. And mainly what? Practice any profession to carry an occupation, trade or business. Trade or business can be done freely without the objection of government. Okay, ma'am? And the next thing is right against exploitation. Right against exploitation. Exploitation means what, ma'am? Exploitation means what? The constitution has clear provision to prevent exploitation of weaker sections of the society. That is mainly exploitation means a person against a person, or a person against the government, or a person doing bad to the other people is mainly said to be exploitation or violation. So that is really what? Exploitation. Always this democratic government is against the exploitation. Okay, that is the right against exploitation. So what we are learning here is, in this right against exploitation, no one like trafficking in human beings. This constitution prohibits the trafficking in human beings. That no one is allowed to fight and get into violence or something else. Okay, ma'am? And the second thing is, the constitution prohibits forced labor or beggar in any form. Okay, ma'am? Forced labor or beggar in any form. Any form. What does this mean, ma'am? This is mainly some people now, those people like what? Like slaves, they were made to work for, not for order. The whole day they will be asked to work and they will not be giving a salary, and they will be torturing them, they will be humiliating them. And what? Mainly today nowadays we are saying that now, some people now, if anyone is looking so poor, they will be saying that I'll give you some food, I'll give you salary, and they'll be taking them, and they'll be humiliating them, and they'll be getting more work from them. So in case if it is done means, we can complain to the police station and we can get the proper right what we have. That's what is said here. And also some small children were kidnapped and they were forcefully made to beg, right? So that form of begging also is a crime or is an exploitation according to the democratic country. Okay, ma'am? So the final thing is what? Child labor. That is the very important thing. Okay, ma'am? Child labor. So child labor will not be entertained in the democratic country. That is because democratic country mainly believes that what? The future of the country is in the hands of the children and the adolescent people, right? So that's why they never entertain the child labor. Okay? And the next one is right to freedom of religion. So what is right to freedom of religion, ma'am? In this, we learned that in India is a country of India is a country of diversity. So every person is having their own rights to follow their own religion. Okay, ma'am? And what? They can do whatever they wish. If they want to build a temple in their area, or if they want to worship in the way they like, and also if they want to show off that they are from this religion, whatever it is, but they should not disturb any others in the name of religion. That is the what? Religion. That is the thing we are saying. So we are having freedom of religion here in our India. Comparatively, we have already seen, right? In Saudi Arabia and all, there is no freedom of religion, and it was completely controlled by the king. But here we are having freedom of all religions to all people. Okay, ma'am. So this is what we are learning, and the final thing is what? Cultural and educational rights. Okay, ma'am. So what we are seeing here in culture, in our India, all citizens differ in culture and language. Right, ma'am? Culture and language, and that is the main reason each and everyone follows some culture. For example, there is a special culture for Tamil people, and there is a special culture for what? Culture and tradition for Keralites. In the same way, for every district, they will be having different cultures, and also they will be having different traditions. They will be talking different languages. For example, Tamil in Tamil Nadu, Malayalam in Kerala, and what? Hindi in the North Indian states, most of the states. So we are having the rights that no one can force us to say that this is India, our national language is Hindi. You have to talk only in Hindi inside the country. Even inside your house, you have to talk in Hindi. No one can say like that. And in the same way, no one can say that you are a Tamilian, so you have to talk only Tamil. You should not talk English, Hindi, or anything else. No one can say like that, right? So, and in the same way, for education also, you have to learn these many degrees, or you should not learn the degree. You should not study school. You should not study this college. Your name is this, so you have to learn only engineering. Your name is this, so you have to learn medical. No one can say like that. It is everyone's freedom to have their own educational qualification or their own education, and in the same way, everyone is having the right to follow their own culture. Okay, ma'am? This is what we are learning here. And mainly all minorities have the right to establish and administer education institutes of their own. Okay, ma'am? So choose their own educational institutions. As I already said you, Mama, maybe what here, if he is a minority person or if he is a lower caste person or whatever it is, if he likes to join a college and if he is having the proper marks and everything, means he have to be admitted. If he is rejected on the basis of his caste or his something else, means it is a crime in our country. Okay, ma? So this is what we are learning here, and the next topic what we are going to learn is, okay, ma? So the next main topics what we are going to learn is how we can secure these rights what we are having, and also expanding our scope of rights. Okay, ma? So for rights, what in order to safeguard our rights, there are totally 5 fundamental rights we have learned, right? And that fundamental rights of our constitution is our main thing, right, in our country. And mainly B.R. Ambedkar, he is a person who fought for our rights mainly, and also in our constitution, what he says that mainly the right of constitutional remedies is said to be called as the heart and soul of our right to constitutional remedies. Now it is considered as what? It is considered as the heart and soul of our constitution. Okay, ma'am? Okay, ma'am. So here he says mainly 3 things, ma'am. Not only he saying, but normally we can secure our rights by 3 things. First one is the fundamental rights is guaranteed against the actions of fundamental rights guaranteed against the actions of legislature. Okay, ma'am? Legislature, not only legislature, but what else is there, ma'am? But the executive and the other authorities. Okay, legislature, executive and other authorities. Okay, so what is the second thing, ma'am? Second thing is nothing but there can be no law or action that violates fundamental rights. There should be no law against fundamental rights of the citizen. Okay, ma'am? Fundamental rights of the citizen. And also the last thing is what? If any act of the legislature or executive that takes away or limits the fundamental rights, it will be invalid. If law is against fundamental rights, it is said to be invalid. Okay, ma'am? It is said to be invalid. And in the next one, what we are seeing, expanded scope of rights. Right now, here we all know that fundamental rights is the source of all rights, and also our constitution and the law, what? It is offering wide range of rights. Right now, and that is the reason from time to time courts is giving judgment to expand the scope of rights. So the first thing is the certain rights like the right to freedom of press. Here it is mainly said as the rights to freedom of press. So other than freedom of press, what are the things it is given now? It is right to information, right to education. Right now, freedom of press, freedom of education, freedom of press, freedom of education, and finally, what? Right to information. Right? Right to information. So what is freedom of press? Not today in press, if they find any mistake in any government or whatever it is, like if it is on a politician or a government staff, whatever it is, they will be boldly saying that is freedom of press. And freedom of education, according with what we wish we can learn. And finally, right to information. RTA, we are having a Right to Information Act, through which whatever is happening in our government, you can file an RTA and you can find it out or know it out. Okay, ma? So that is the first bit. And the next one is what? Now, school education has become the right to Indian citizens, and the governments are responsible to provide free and compulsory education to all children up to the age of 14. So we can write it as free education by government till the age of 14. Okay, ma'am. So, what is the next important scope of our rights, ma'am? It is given mainly by the Parliament. That Parliament has enacted a law giving the right to information to all citizens. We have already seen this, but one more time it is given there, right to citizen information to all citizens. Okay, ma'am? All citizens. And finally, what? The Supreme Court has expanded the meaning of the right to life to the, which include right to food. We already know that Article 21, which is what? Mainly saying the right to life, and what is included in that one now, and it now includes right to food. Okay, ma'am. So that is the thing we have already seen, and even a case was filed on that, right? And that is the one main reason nowadays we are getting what? We are having ration shops and we are getting in a subsidized price all the items there. And the second thing is midday meal scheme came only because of this Article 1 by the what? PIL, that is Public Interest Litigation case filed, right? Filed, and because of that only midday meal scheme for the government school children that came into action. Okay, no? So these are the things we are learning in this lesson, and this is how the lesson ends. I just want you all to read the whole lesson. Okay, read the whole lesson, and what? You have to make what? Minimum of 10, or not even 10 questions, but you can do one thing. You just what? Complete the book back exercises and write it in your classwork note. Take a photograph of it and send it as a homework. And not only write it and send it, but also while writing time, you just learn those question answers also. Okay, ma'am? Thank you.